Welcome to this video on the Zenware channel. So, something you didn't know about Sikhi, right? Something you didn't know about Sikhism. Let me think for a second. Did you know that the Sikh gurus knew that there would not always be a guru available to initiate all the Sikh everywhere in the world into the Parampara, because the Sikh have a Parampara, right? The Sikh community is a Parampara, right? So initiated Sikhs are part of a Parampara. And all Sikhs around the world are part of the same parampara, as are the ones who have come before and who have deceased. They are still parts of this parampara, right? So the Sikh gurus who came knew that they needed a way to initiate new Sikhs and to maintain the parampara without there always being a lineage of gurus available to everyone, right? So what they did is they developed a technology in the physical objects and rituals and processes to transfer the parampara and uphold its processes. Okay, so first of all, the Sikh have the 5 kakar, right? So they have the kirpan, the kesh, right? The kara, right? They have the kachera, right? And they have the kanga, the cone. Right? So those are the fundamental elements for the self-protection and processes of defense and offense spiritually of a Sikh, right? Including from the blade to the protection on the wrist, right? And all that. And the turban also is part of being a Sikh, right? So as there are these different elements of the Sikh, okay, the first gurus of the Sikh knew the gurus that initiated the process of the parampara transmission knew that there needed to be a way physically to maintain the parampara. So what they establish, okay, first of all, Amrit, okay, Amrit, which you take when you become an initiated Sikh. That connects you to the parampara. Once you take Amrit, you become a part of the parampara. Okay, beware, because the parampara has goals for a new initiated Sikh, right? And wishes great things for a new initiated Sikh. So they're going to be pushing you in the right direction in life, right? The parampara. All the elders that have come before and passed away, all the people that are on the strings of the parampara. It's a real parampara with strings, okay, connected to its windows. So all of a sudden you're under the guidance and protection of the parampara, but you still need to be able to hold your own, okay? That's why you have the Kara to protect yourself, because if you don't protect yourself with Kara, you could be, for example, frozen in place by an enemy spell, someone who's on the side of evil, for example, or mischievous forces, and then it takes someone from the Parampara to come and unfreeze you, and to come in out of their time and come unfreeze you sometime, right? And to help you again progress spiritually from the point where you were frozen, right? So being part of the Parampara has great advantages and protections, right? There's great protections as part of being an initiated Sikh, but at the same time, there's also responsibilities of right conduct as well, right? Definitely. It's part of the package, right? To live according to the Parampara and the rule of good, right? That's basically what it comes down to, right? So the Amrit is the element that initiates into the Parampara, okay? After that, there's another stage which is very interesting that is developed, which is the upload and download from the Parampara. Everyone is always connected to the Parampara, but every so regularly, their connection to the Parampara should be reinvigorated, okay? And the way to do that, okay, is to go to the Gurdwara and have prasad, right? And the prasad, what it does is it reconnects the individual to the Parampara, re-energizes their connection to the Parampara, so that they are ready to go back into the world, if you want to see it that way. After that, re-energized, brought closer to all the masters that have come before, right? To all the Shri that have come before, to all those in the Parampara that exist, basically, and that guide the practitioners, right? So there's for example, if a Sikh becomes lost in his ways, it'll take someone from the Parampara to come and help him out, basically, spiritually, right? To come and intervene spiritually in their life. So the Parampara does do that and assigns duties to certain people in the Parampara to go free frozen Sikhs and all these different things that have fallen to enemy spells and all of these different things, right? So the prashad is the connection, the reconnection to the parampara, right? So when a Sikh is feeling disconnected from spirituality, they can go to a gurdwara and take prashad and reconnect to the parampara. It actually physically reconnects in the processes of the prashad, right? So that's why it's prepared in the way it is, that's why it's composed of what it is, and that's why it's contained in the way it is, right? So these are physical and ritual elements in physicality that maintain and preserve the connection to the parampara. So the parampara exists, but because a guru is not always available to initiate, the Amrit was created, and the ritual of Amrit, and authorized by the Sikh gurus. Authorized, so that specific ritual was authorized by the creator of the Sikh parampara and the gurus to transfer belonging in the parampara, to transfer participation in the parampara, belonging, joining the parampara, right? And then the prasad was authorized by the gurus to serve as an upward and downward download and upload cycle to the parampara to re-energize and upload information as well, right? So these processes were established as ritual authorized processes within the parampara, and as they were authorized by the creator of the parampara, the Sikh gurus, in that way they now fulfill that function within the parampara as objects or consumables or a ritual. Basically, the whole ceremony element within it was made divine within the parampara of Sikhism. So that's how, in a very interesting use of technology, the Sikh gurus, authorize certain rituals to initiate into the parampara. Thank you for listening to this video on the Zen Warrior channel.